Hello, everybody! Welcome back to That's Life, the podcast where Chase and Greg talk about stuff and things, and we have opinions, formulated smart opinions, sort of-ish. You know what I mean? That's really all we can give you. But anyway, yeah, welcome back to That's Life. Today we're going to be talking about some stuff in the workplace and for your personal well-being, because 2020 is the year for you to get in touch with what you really need. And what you really need is to get with the trend, bro. Taking care of your skin is dope, and having better clothes for the office space that is, trendy, it's good, all right? You don't need to spend all your money trying to get new clothes just to fit in, There are lots of ways of doing that, and that's what Greg and I are going to do today. And we're also going to talk about skincare, because pretty much no men do it. But you know who does and who'd love to share his information? This guy. But before we get into that, we got to hit you with the This Week Today. Roll the clip. The state of California is stirring the pot real good this week, as California Governor Gavin Newsom recently announced a plan to assemble a new state-level version of the CFPB to protect veterans and immigrants in particular from questionable financial practices. Not the first to do this, though, and probably not the last, since the states of Pennsylvania and New York have already formulated their own state CFPB clones after the current presidential administration started limiting the Bureau's influence and impact. California is not a tiny state, though, so this Newsom-led change could be a watershed in financial statehood. Because California financial service operations are so ginormous, this state-level CFPB could have the reach of an albatross, the scope of Google Earth, and the clout of Jenko jeans. It's not really a good one. All right, the clout of Joe Burrow. You can't deny that one. So, there you have it. That's what's going on, and you should know that, even if you're not a real estate and mortgage professional, because maybe you're talking to your parents and you go, hey, mom and dad, something dark side in mortgage and finance, and they're going to go, holy shit, what is this kid watching? And then you can say This Week Today. Ching. Anyway, let's get on to the good stuff, the better stuff. This is all good stuff. We got Greg in the studio. Well, not in the studio, but Greg, welcome back.
Thank you.
Before we actually get into the fashion in the skin, Greg, it was your birthday recently, was it not?
It was on Sunday.
Well, first of all, happy freaking birthday.
Thank you.
What did you do? Tell me about what you did.
Well, my parents came to Vegas, we got to hang out, go to the casino, go to the bars, have some nice drinks,
Drinkies.
Ate some really good food. We ended up going to see the Blue Man Group, which was an amazing show.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I got a new car.
Oh!
So, yeah, that was pretty awesome. I got the same car, just 10 years newer, so it's... it's a Ford Edge.
Let me just tell all the viewers in the audience that I remember being in Greg's Ford Edge, red Ford Edge, since sophomore year. I
drove that thing from freshman year on. I drove it for 10 years. Yeah,
but we didn't become like friends, like besties until about sophomore year. Yeah. That's so funny, dude. So now you just have a better version of it.
Yeah, now I just got a newer one.
That's right. And tell us about the name change. Because it's funny. I do remember this.
But yeah, my old car, it was a red Edge. And so I called her Lucy, like I Love Lucy, because she had red hair. And then I have a new one that is blue, and so I call her Bluesy.
Dude, I think that's such a good idea. When you told me that, I was like, oh, it's fucking smart.
Yeah, my parents were like, you have to name this a different name. And I was like, I kind of want to keep Lucy. But then I was joking because one of our friends from back in high school, he named his car Gary. Do you remember?
Oh, Chris Sankey. Yeah.
Yeah, he named his car Gary. So I kind of joked that I was going to name it Gary, but I think Bluesy will stick.
Oh, my God. We used to whip it in Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Scary times, dude. Sankey, if you're watching this, I had a lot of fun times in your car. One of those being, I don't know, Greg, were you there for the time that we went to the Warriors game and like 5 of us were in his car and he was going like 90 on the freeway.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, dude, we went to a Warriors game and I just remember the drive home being like, I mean, we were young and I was probably like 7.
We all drove like that.
Yeah, but like there were moments when like it went a step further and that's when I would like white knuckle it in this back seat, just like, oh my God, we almost just died and we almost just got pulled over. I don't know what's worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, so congratulations, Greg. Welcome to being. How old are you now?
26 now.
You're 26 now. We're both 26 now. Boom. There it is. If anybody was wondering how old we were, 26.
Yeah.
Anyway, Greg, so in your years up to being 26, you've been working for Levi's for how long again? We talked about this first episode.
Yeah, almost 5 years now.
Almost 5 years. Okay, so 5 years you've really gotten to like get to know what's happening or what's happened in fashion as it relates to denim and beyond, because obviously Levi's does much more than that. Can you share with me, let's just say, for instance, like in the workplace, I'm getting so tired of the button up in like jeans combo or something like that, like the white button up and then the jeans tucked in and the brown belt and the brown shoes and hello, I'm a Midwest white man. Sorry, Midwest white guys out there who dress that way, but you know that you've worn that. I know I have. I'm a West Coast dude. But tell me, what else can we do? Like, how can we look professional? How can we look dope?
Yeah. So the first thing is that like being fashionable doesn't mean wearing expensive things. So it's actually a lot easier than people think to elevate your style, which I'm going to say elevate your outfit or elevate your style probably 1,000 times today.
I dig it. I dig it.
To elevate your style, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to spend a ton of money. It just has to be the way in which you dress yourself and the things that you choose when you're shopping for clothes. So also like the saying, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. It's also like that's a continuation of like when you actually have the job, you still need to kind of dress a little bit more elevated than you would, for your actual job, because you do impress people. I mean, people really like, they say they don't judge books by their cover, but
they fucking
it's literally, subconsciously everyone does it. And you yourself will do it. Like I usually dress very casually. Like I work for Levi's, so I can wear jeans every day.
Right.
Sometimes I'll wear some chinos with, a nice button-down shirt and a nice jacket and layer it. And,
what are chinos?
have all kinds of...
I don't even know what
chinos
that means.
are like dress slacks.
Are those like the brown tan ones? That's right. Am I on the right track, or did they have to be?
I think. Sorry, I think I lost you for a second.
Oh.
But they're like dress pants. They're just like kind of a straight cut dress pant. Yeah, but the main staples that you would want are like a dark pair of jeans, some chinos, like a button down shirt, something like that. But like I was saying, when you see yourself dressing up, sometimes you can surprise yourself. Like I'll pass a mirror in my store and be like, holy crap, I look good today.
Damn, I look
like,
good.
And it gives you some confidence too. So just putting a little bit of extra effort in your outfit for the day can really, make it seem like you've kind of elevated your style.
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing Levi's.
What?
and a Levi's crew neck.
That's dope.
So,
actually.
I mean, yeah, just, really plain. This is something that I would wear probably if I was still working in the outlets, not so much in my store now, because in mainline we kind of dress up a little bit more.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, there's several different things that you can do that are really easy to make your outfit a little bit nicer. One of those things is layering. So pretty much what you're doing right now, like you have a button down shirt, but you've also got a jacket on top of it. Even if you had another shirt under it that was also layered, that shows like maybe a little bit of white or something like that. It adds flexibility to your outfit.
All right.
And throughout the day, you can switch it up. You can take the jacket off. You can roll your sleeves up. It adds flexibility to it.
I do have these. I have the jean sleeves because they're a little bit long on me, but it fits around the back and the chest nicely. And I've rolled up my button-up shirt a little bit too. Is that like okay? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, totally. I mean, the stuff like that, that's more kind of personal preference.
Right.
Once you kind of build the outfit, you can kind of do whatever you want with it. But the other things that you can do to kind of elevate it a little bit are using different patterns, and using different fabrics and textures. So like
You can do that? Like you're like it's cool to like do that.
100%. Like, I mean,
Okay.
you would obviously want to try different things on with certain colors or different patterns. Like, you wouldn't want to wear like a similar plaid jacket on top of that plaid shirt that you're wearing.
I guess
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
No, that totally
You
makes
wanna-
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to mix certain things with other, really similar things, because then it kind of all runs together. But like what you're doing with like a flannel shirt, with plaid, and then you've got like a denim jacket, like that's perfect.
Thank you.
You have a couple different materials, you've got different colors, but they all match. So I mean, in layering, it all fits in together. You just layer different kinds of patterns, different textures, different fabrics, and that in itself will just make it look like a more pulled together outfit rather than just kind of pieces of clothing that are on you.
So what kind of like? I guess my first question would be like the patterns. Like, what kind of patterns? I'm genuinely curious. By the way, these aren't like pre-recorded questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like we both knew what we wanted to talk about, but I knew I was gonna have to ask questions because I just kind of go off of what I think is right. I have to go online all the time and look. What
Yeah.
can you like when you mean patterns? Like, what kind of patterns do you think are like okay for being in like a professional setting? Like, could you get away with do you think you could get away with polka dots or something like that?
Yeah, 100%. So like the main things you would want to stay away from are like graphics, like you wouldn't want to wear a graphic tee under
It's
something
true,
kind
right,
of showing,
okay.
you know what I mean? Like
guess
you
you
look
say it
like
like
you're
that,
in
yeah.
college still.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like, you want to keep it like simple, but not like just black, like plain.
Right.
And you don't want it too crazy. So like you don't want like shirts with crazy prints and like weird designs all over them. But like if it's a blue shirt with white polka dot, like I have one that's a blue shirt with white polka dots. It's a button down that I wear all the time.
Oh, okay.
And I get compliments all the time when I wear it. I have one that kind of has like a paisley kind of design on it. I'm sure you have actually.
Wait, which one is it?
It's just like a blue shirt with little tiny white dots all over it.
Oh, okay.
And then I have another one that's kind of got like a paisley kind of design on it, but
paisley.
it's not,
Right.
it's not too crazy. But I mean, you can wear all kinds of different patterns. You just don't want something that is like really trying to pop and be its own thing and take over your whole outfit.
What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah. So, as long as it matches like other stuff that you're wearing, like the pattern doesn't really necessarily matter as long as it's kind of a steady pattern, like a plaid, or, if it's polka dots, or, if there's a lines, on the shirt or something like that.
This sounds stupid, but I have to ask this question to my girlfriend or someone who's around me whenever I'm getting ready in the morning. I always have to be like, do these two things match? Like, could I wear these two things together? How could you do that, like, yourself? I don't know how to ask that question, because I would like to fucking know. I'm trying to ask my girlfriend.
It's funny because sometimes when you try something on and you try like a pair of pants and a shirt together, sometimes you're like, I'm not sure if this matches or if this looks really good together.
Right.
But it might be because you have too much of one color. Like maybe you have to throw a jacket on, or maybe like you throw a sweater or like a cardigan on top of it, or like, something like that. Something else to layer on it, or, maybe some accessories to kind of personalize and style your look.
Oh, okay.
That can sometimes make all the difference you need. But also you don't want to wear like, two different blues that are too different from each other. But that's probably the hardest question to answer, because when you talk about different fabrics as well, like denim, like people are
next question, by the way. Fabrics.
People are afraid to wear different colors of denim together. but you can totally mix match your colors of denim. Like, and you can pull it together. It looks good. I mean, you can wear a dark pair of jeans and a lighter jacket and it looks fine.
I will say there's a meme traveling around right now that's of this girl wearing, I want to say a black denim jacket or blue. Anyway, the top might be blue and the bottom. Have you seen that one? No, you haven't? It's like this girl is wearing a denim jacket and jeans, and one is black and one is blue, and she's at a concert, and she walks around the concert, and she sees, Jennifer knows what I'm talking about. Like, she walks around, and she keeps pointing, like, to every fucking girl that's also wearing the exact same color combo. Yeah. So, just for dudes out there, not saying that, like, just because this girl did it on a meme and it was, or that other people are doing it in general, it means it's like it's a thing you can do. Like, if it's a black denim jacket, you can wear blue denim. It sounds like, at least, was what you're telling me.
Yeah, and I mean, even past that, like, I mean, the thing is like the black and blue, like mixing the black and blue, that's totally acceptable. That's something that people have been doing for forever.
Right.
The thing that people are afraid about is mixing two blue denims together. So like if you have a darker denim and a lighter denim, you can actually wear those together as long as you're layering and you have, different patterns and stuff with it, different colors.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you can still mix match your denim and it still can look good. The one thing that I do is when I'm going through my closet and trying to figure out stuff, like if I'm after work and I'm not doing anything before dinner or something like that, I stand in my closet and literally just try different stuff on to see, like, building outfits for myself.
Why have I never done that?
It's so much fun, to be honest, because you start finding different uses for different pairs of pants or a different shirt that you have that you've never worn with this jacket or these pants, and then you put this whole outfit together and you're like, I look great right now. Like, why have I never worn this together? I can totally wear this out. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, people have all these clothes in their closets and they just wear them with the same pants every time they wear that shirt. Whoa. Or they wear the same outfit every single time they pull out that same pair of jeans. So just mix it up. Like, throw on a shirt that you would never wear with those pants that you wore last week and just see how it looks, because it might change your perception of how you might use your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No way. Good to know. Yeah. Thanks, man. Mm-hmm. What, one question is, just so I know, like, what kind of fabrics are out there that look, I don't know, what kind of fabrics are out there that we can incorporate into a professional outfit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, denim obviously is a little bit more casual most of the time.
Right.
So is corduroy for the most part. But those are, I mean, two great staples that you can still do it. I mean, corduroy is still a huge thing now with pants and with jackets and shirts.
Right.
And then I mean, you can do anything from regular cotton shirts to mixing it up with silk and mixing it up with wool, like flannels, or how usually men's thermals have like that kind of square pattern to them.
Oh, yeah,
certain sweaters that are made out of wool or made out of, other kinds of, like you can have chambray shirts or. Yeah,
I have like a knitted sweater thing that I wore a couple times to work, and people were like, I like that. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. And so, I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you can wear, different kinds of patterns and fabrics, but I mean, really I have a suede kind of looking, I don't think it's actually suede, but it's like a suede looking jacket.
It's like fake suede. Suede.
Yeah. Suede. Yeah, but I'll wear that on top of like a nice button down or something with some jeans or maybe some chinos, and just having that kind of suede look on the outside, that changes up the whole outfit and kind of gives you a little bit of like differentiation between the fabric.
What's going on. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dope. All right, cool. My last question is, like, where could I go, either online or to a store, which I recommend personally, to go to a store and try things on for sure. Because sending back, no one wants to send shit back. You know, it's just easier to be able to go somewhere. But
well, let me stop you there first. Like when you go to a store, a lot of people say like, "Oh, I'm a medium," and it's like you're not. Like you might be a medium at like Old Navy where you've been shopping your whole entire life,
right?
But like at this other place, you've always been a large.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And at this other place, you've always been a small.
Right.
So when you go to try stuff on, always bring multiple sizes to the fitting room, because fit is literally forever, this is a big point, is that fit is literally everything. You can have 1,000 different, nice pairs of pants or nice shirts, but if they don't fit you properly, you won't look good.
Yeah.
So seriously, there's actually like a fashion blog I was looking at last week where they had a picture of Ryan Gosling, and these guys got so mad because they're like, why the hell does Ryan Gosling look so freaking good in a pair of jeans and a white t-shirt? And it's because it fits him perfectly.
Fuck, yeah.
And he's got accessories. Like, it's literally just a plain outfit, but it looks so good. Yeah. Because it fits him so well.
Right. So I know, it's so annoying. Like, so annoying.
You could get the nicest shirt, like it could be super nice looking, but then you put it on and it's a little baggy. Like, even though it's a really nice shirt, you look sloppy. And so that's a huge point, is that like when you go shopping, make sure it fits. If it's a nice shirt and it doesn't fit you, don't buy it because it doesn't fit you.
Even if you like it, you know what I mean? Because I know that I've had to like tell myself like the size, it's not there. And as much as I love this shirt, it just doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sucks when you come to that revelation, but
it's really hard. But like literally one of my points is don't get something that you like. Get something that you can wear with multiple outfits. Stuff like if you think of something and you're like, oh, I really like this shirt, I could wear this with that one pair of khakis that I have at home. Like okay, yeah. You've literally just put yourself in another corner where you're not going to be able to build on that outfit because you literally have only a pair of pants that you can wear that with.
Right.
So you really have to think about it. And one thing I do when I go to the mall is like I'll shop around, I'll try a bunch of stuff on, and then if I really like it, I'll either have them hold it for me at the cash wrap, and I'll go shop around, or like I'll just make a mental note of it if they have a bunch of those sizes still available. And then I'll come back after I go look at some other stuff that might match my style and my other clothes at home better.
Right.
So you might find something that, is similar, that you probably like just as much, but it looks a lot better, and you'll be able to use it with a lot of different elevated outfits.
Right. No, I get that. That's smart. I've never done that.
It's just hard. It's just really hard to make that decision.
I know. It's hard to like stop yourself. Once you're like, oh, I want to buy this, you're like, just hold it. No, I want to buy it.
Yeah.
Well, one quick note. I remember reading this a while ago. Business Insider wrote an article, and the headline says 80% of men wear the wrong size shoe. Here's how to figure out which size you actually are. That's crazy. 80% of us are. I'm probably part of that 80% for sure.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because in every brand of shoe, I have a different size.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah.
Like when I just bought I bought kind of a nice,
which is stupid.
Yeah, but I bought like a nice leather pair of shoes, and I went in and asked for an 11 because I usually wear like an 11 and a half or something. The 11s were like 12 and a halves.
You were like I look like a clown.
Yeah, like I got 10s, I think,
clown
which
shoes.
I don't have any 10s in my other shoes. So,
no shit.
But also, clean shoes is another thing.
Clean shoes.
Like a lot of people, they scuff their shoes and they're like, oh, it's a scuff.
Boom.
But like,
look at that. Clean boots.
Yeah.
Ow,
if you actually clean your shoes, it actually ties your outfit together a lot more too.
It's true. I agree. Where can I go to find shit that isn't gonna break the bank? Like just do you know any places that you'd like?
Casual wear at Levi's. Come see us at Levi's.
Oh, okay. I shop at Levi's all the time anyway, and that was before you started working there. So.
Also, like Buckle is a really good place. They do have a lot of like the Affliction stuff there, which like stay away from that shit and the stuff that looks like a 5-year-old is coloring all over your jeans.
If you are listening to our podcast and are wearing Affliction currently, I'm going to just say very politely, don't.
You might need to elevate your style. But yeah, I mean, the thing is like, you know, they do have a lot of that stuff at Buckle, but like the other half of their
The stuff is dope.
Is really, really good stuff.
No shit. I didn't know that.
That's where I got my shoes a couple weeks ago, and they were a great deal. They're Steve Madden's, and they were like $60, which usually they're like 120 or something at least. So I mean, good deals over there. H&M is a good one.
Oh yeah, H&M definitely a good one. Yeah.
I mean, if you're really on a budget, like they have some incredible deals at the outlets at H&M.
Totally.
And I mean, a lot of their stuff is pretty basic as well, which I would start basic if you're just now trying to kind of get into it
Get
and
something
kind of
better. Yeah, right.
You know your style. H&M is perfect for that because you can get all your essentials, all your basics, and they're really cheap. They're a great price.
So true.
Also, J. Crew. J. Crew is a great place to go.
Isn't J. Crew like a little expensive though?
It depends. The J. Crew outlets really aren't that bad. I think it has to do more with like their jackets and like their nicer lines.
Right, which is super fucking expensive.
Yeah, which some of that stuff is more expensive, but like more of their kind of basic stuff that you can build onto an outfit with, like most of that is pretty reasonably priced. Mm-hmm. Also like Polo Ralph Lauren, I say that with caution because you don't want to go completely polo and just look like a frat boy, you know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want to wear a whole lot of pastel colors all together, you know, and look like an Easter egg. But, you know, there's other places like Van Heusen and Izod. Those are actually really great places too for, I mean, they have great deals all the time too.
Izod, yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
We've been, I've been there plenty.
Oh yeah, plenty. And Van Heusen, I actually really like their like nicer button downs, and they have really nice like dress slacks and like pretty much all your essentials you can get there too, and they have killer deals on those.
Boom.
And then like the last one, sometimes I check out Banana Republic. Sometimes you can find some good like
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Some good sweaters or like some quarter zips or, you know, I mean, any kind of jacket or like button down, usually you can find it there too.
I found some good collared shirts there. Not like fully, because I don't love collared shirts all the time. It's not my personal style, but I mean, like the flannel is an exception, and every now and then you got to wear a collared shirt. And I've actually found some dope, well-fitting ones there.
Yeah, so, and you do have to be careful sometimes with button-down shirts because button-downs, they're not all created equally.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like you can have a long sleeve button-down that's extremely casual, and then you can have one that's like a straight-up suit, you know, dress shirt.
Right, exactly.
And so you have to know,
looking
like
fresh.
Yeah, you have to know, depending on what you're dressing for, you have to know what button-down is going to be
the
button-down for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you wouldn't want to wear your like plaid button down that you're wearing with like a suit jacket or something. That would kind of look weird.
Why not?
Like it's a little casual, you know. You wouldn't want
it undermines. It totally undermines the. Yeah.
I get it. Mix like a casual shirt with a nice like jacket and a nice.
No,
pair
it'd
of
be weird.
pants.
It'd be weird. I feel you. I get it. Anything else we should know? Any like one-offs? Any like one-off tips?
Well, what's interesting is that every like 20 to 30 years, the styles come back into style. So like right around this time, a lot of 90s kind of things are coming back, especially in streetwear. So like the baggier jeans and like taper style jeans to show off your shoes, because shoes started being like a huge thing in the 90s with our sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, hoodies with, you know, like the multicolored graphics and stuff on them, like for more casual wear. But I mean, style, like these different kind of trends, these fashion trends always come back around.
Yeah, I get that. There's definitely, it's so true. I mean, we all know.
So watch this year, a lot of 90s shit is going to come back up. Boom. And you're going to be like, what? I remember that from like, you know, 25 years ago.
Does that mean like Jenko jeans are coming back, or how do you pronounce that? It's Jenko, right?
You know, yeah, Jenko jeans. Yeah. So we actually at Levi's just came out with a balloon jean, and it's a women's jean that is like it's humongous. They're like hammer jeans. Literally, like it's crazy. And then we just came out with the 501. The 501 is like our very classic jean. It's the first jean that was ever made. They came out with the 501-93, like literally the year 1993.
Hey,
it's a half an inch bigger. It's a half an inch bigger in the thigh and only a quarter of an inch bigger in the rise, but it makes it like a more relaxed kind of a fit.
Oh, no shit. Welcome to the 90s.
So like it's all just coming back around. Like it literally happens with every store too. You can tell. The trend comes back.
What kind of trends do we not want coming back? Jennifer?
Furbies.
Furbies, that's a bad trend. That was a bad 90s trend. No, any 90s trends? Jellies?
Yeah, jellies.
Got her on that one. Hey, actually, dude's wearing jellies now. I'm cool with it. You can't wear Affliction, but you can wear jellies.
Yeah, and those little like rubber bands that were shaped like animals and
stuff. Oh my god, what were those called?
I have no idea.
Oh, animal rubber bands. What were those called? I used to wear those all. Yeah, no, silly bands. That's what I was. Slap bracelets though too.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, silly bands. Oh man, I wore so many silly bands in high school. Holy shit. Anyway, thanks, Greg, our resident trend guy, for getting us ready for the rest of the year. I'm gonna be more. I kind of inherently knew some of that stuff just because I've always cared a lot about my personal style, to be completely honest. But there's a lot of things I just like didn't. You don't actually ever think of and you're like okay with. Because I think the biggest thing that you said was like, I often find myself wanting to wear one of my blue denim jackets and then wear blue jeans with it. And I'm just like, that's a Canadian tuxedo if I ever heard one, which it is. But it's also not a bad thing, you know?
Yeah, it creates a head-to-toe look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I dig it.
So tell us about some skincare, because my skin is trash. I need some help.
Okay, yes. So first off, I'm just going to start from like the beginning of what like my regimen in my head, like how I do it. At the end of the day, wash your face. Like, do something. I can almost guarantee like 95% of dudes do not wash their face. If you do wash your face, that's really great for your skin before you go to bed. Wash your face before going to bed. I know it's like really easy to skip doing that shit because it's right before bed. I know a lot of times I'm like, fuck it, I'm not brushing my teeth. Yeah, I'll admit that. Sometimes I don't want to brush my teeth.
I do it sometimes too.
I don't know how tired I am. But you know what? It's like, if you don't wash all the dirt and the grime and the oil and the blah, blah, blah from your face before you get into bed, it just has like all night and all whatever to just get in your pillow, stay in your face, cause you to break out. It's just obviously not a great thing to do. So when you wash your face at night, use something daily, is non-exfoliating all the time. Because if you use exfoliating all the time, your skin will get really dry. But when you wash your face,
like a cleanser or something.
Yeah, just wash it with like a general cleanser. I'd watch out for facial cleansers that have like alcohol in it, because that like really dries the fuck out of your skin.
Yeah, that ruins my skin.
Yeah, exactly. I don't do that anymore. Even when I was like in high school, when I was extra pimply, it was like, nah, don't do that. So I usually use, there's like a few things I use. St. Ives has a good one, actually. I don't break the bank trying to like make my skin nice, you know? It's something that you spend a little money on now, and it goes a long way. I like one with, it has like activated charcoal in it or whatever. That's like my daily. And then I have like my St. Ives is like the one I use. That's a exfoliator, which is really good. But every time, I should just say, so you wash your face at night, all right? Immediately after, you should moisturize. And I know that sounds totally like counterproductive, like, didn't I just clean everything off and I'm trying to dry out so that I don't? Not necessarily, because if you dry out your skin, you're susceptible to like continuing to just get gross germs and stuff like that on your face, which just makes you break out. So just get like some face lotion, for fuck's sake. Dudes don't have any lotion in there. Do you have lotion in your house, Greg?
This is the one thing that I have been doing on my face, is that like I had to ask my mom. I was like, what kind of lotion do I get for my face? Because like my skin, especially out when I was living in Arizona and here in Nevada,
dry as hell.
It gets so dry, and the water is so hard here.
Yeah.
That it dries my skin out like no other. And so literally, like I'll take a shower in the morning, and immediately after I take my shower and dry off, I'm putting moisturizer on my face.
Perfect. That's right after showers.
Yeah, so that's literally the one thing that I do.
Yes, good. Yeah. I personally, I'm not huge on like Lubriderm. I like Aveeno for guys out there who are looking to figure out what's actually cool for them. I like Aveeno has like an SPF facializer, as I like to call it.
That's like what I have, yeah.
Yeah, it says like SPF 15.
And it works really, really well.
Yeah, you don't need, you just go and you put a little here. Also for dudes who have like a little scruffle-duff right here, like me, mine tends to be a little bit harder and scruffier than the average bear. So I use a cream, actually. Yes, there is beard cream, and it softens it a lot more, and it gets under the beard, and it softens the hairs, and it makes the moisturizing a lot easier, because you can't expect to use the same stuff that you put on your face like right on the beard, because it just won't go in, and it won't do shit for the actual hairs, which causes itching and shit like that, which is probably why you're sitting there itching your face all the time. Which is another thing. Which makes you break out. Don't itch your face. Don't touch your face. Yeah. I have a habit of touching my face too, but
I do too. My mom yells at me all the time.
Yeah, you just don't touch your face. You know what I mean? If you try even like in a 7-day period, your week, if you do a skincare routine 2 nights or 2 days, nights, whatever, your girlfriend and or partner, you know, because we don't judge, obviously. It's 2020, bro. Be with it, or you're part of the problem. Your partner will notice it, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I like your skin," and you go, "Thanks, babe." You know, just like try to be better, you know. And it just
don't touch it.
Yeah, don't fucking touch it. It just makes you look more. It's kind of like it makes you look more alive, to be honest. You know, because what you're doing when you're washing your face, especially like exfoliating too, is like dead skin cells can cause you to like look white and pasty, to be honest. And when you like exfoliate, or in a pinch, what I like to do if I'm like right before I get on camera, splash some cold water in your face. It just kind of helps like reset. Like do that kind of shit. I know it sounds stupid, or I don't know what it sounds like to you. Maybe you just have never known, but like just do it. I do it all the time, and I get complimented from plenty of people, and I'm not looking for compliments. I'm looking to just like look in the mirror sometimes and be like, yo, I feel good about what's going on in the mirror right now. There are certainly days when I look in the mirror and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, but like,
yeah.
But you know, like you should try to take care of your skin, dude, because in the long run, you're gonna look a lot younger. And the aging process in your face and your body, you know, when you're using lotion and stuff like that, it's good for you, and it'll slow down the process. It's all in all better for you. Another thing that's really great for your skin in general, not just your face, get enough sleep. That's a really big thing. And it looks like I don't get enough sleep. This is actually genetic. The Majerus family gets really dark circles under their eyes, and there's just nothing you can do about it. And that's normal for people. But getting enough sleep especially will show up around the eyes and puffiness and stuff like that. And it's just enough sleep helps your body recoup. I mean, for those gym bros out there that actually like work out hardcore, you know how much getting the right amount of sleep is necessary for recovery. Not just for your muscles, but for your face and your skin. Get them skins all good. The skin is the largest organ on the body, by the way. Yes, I found that out recently. Another thing that I know a lot of people like to do at our young age is ditch smoking and or vaping. I mean, what else do I really need to say? You've heard it a million times how smoking it's so bad. Here you go. Here's one for you, because it's going to lead into something that you're going to be mind blown by. Smoking decreases circulation and collagen production. Yes, collagen production, men. So skin loses its natural coloring and ends up looking yellow and pale and causes premature aging. So one thing that I recommend when you're like doing your protein shake thing, which I do, dude, add some fucking collagen to it. Yeah, dudes, add collagen to it. It preserves joints, reduces joint pain, strengthens skin, hair, and teeth, shocker, helps break down proteins, soothes gut lining, and heals damaged cell walls. So when you are drinking a protein shake that is particularly rough on your stomach, which it is for pretty much everybody, dude, adding collagen actually helps digest all that stuff.
Do you have a specific collagen that you'd recommend, or like a type of food that you could add?
I don't actually know exactly what collagen supplement I use. Don't break the bank trying to get quality. Quality always
you can get them
wins
at
out.
like GNC or like Vitamin World. Yeah.
Go in and be okay with asking the person behind the counter, hey, I'm looking for collagen actually. And you can say like, I'm looking for collagen for men, you know, if it makes you feel better. But you need it. It's good for your metabolism. It's good for your muscle health, which is why they include it in a lot of protein powders. It's great for energy levels. If you didn't know that, then come on, man. Science. And really important for someone like me who cares vastly about my health is it protects your heart too. So find a collagen supplement. It can be a powder form. You can mix it in your orange juice, something like that. It doesn't taste like anything. So, something that you said already that was just a note of mine before I'm done on my on my podium is lightly moisturizing your skin. So getting like a lighter textured feeling lotion for your body during the summer is good. And then as it gets colder and like drier, you can get thicker and greasier for your body skin, because it'll help retain stuff a lot better. Stuff meaning, having moisturized skin. High sugar diets also cause a lot of inflammation. So this one's really tough for me because I love cookies and like sugary drinks and caffeine and stuff. But high sugar diets cause a lot of inflammation, which leads to more breakouts. So if you can limit the amount of sugar you're having, or at all, like have it to almost be at none, which is tough, dude, that's so good for your body and your skin, one thing that you also should be doing, if you don't, this one's obvious also, drinking water. I drink like 3 of these a day, and this is 24 ounces. You do the math, because what's the new meme? It's like, if you're reading this, drink water. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
not for nothing, dude. It's not for nothing. I definitely recommend it. If you get enough water, your body is lubricated. I hate to admit that I just heard that today from Jake Paul, and it was so dumb because I don't like Jake Paul. But Jake, if you're out there and you're watching this, which you're definitely not, true that, man. True that.
So for somebody who has absolutely no idea how to keep their skin looking good, and like where to start, like what is your advice for them on the first 3 things that they should start?
3 things to get, okay? Get lotion for your face that is different from the lotion from your body. They are 2 different things. They should be treated as such. All right? And then get a daily face wash. That's like the most basic, something that says, it won't necessarily say daily face wash on it. Like
a cleanser.
Yeah, like Clean and Clear always like, it's a daily. I wouldn't go to Clean and Clear. A lot of the time they have a lot of ingredients that you don't like. I'll give you an example. Of the one that I'm using right now that I just started using because I ran out, and I ended up going on, no joke, I went on Men's Journal and was like, what are people using? I'm sure something here is going to be good. So let me look right now. I'm going to find the name of it, and I'll tell you guys in about 10 seconds. It's called...
Look at the ingredients, right?
Yes, look at the ingredients. No alcohol.
No alcohol, yeah.
Orzen Alps Natural Solid Face Wash. It's literally a stick. So you twist off the cap, and you just put it on your face, and then you just rub the rest of it on your face, and you wash it off. Cool. Warm water. Don't use hot water. It drains all the oils you do need on your face and body, and keep your showers limited. That's pretty much it. Cool. If you do anything to help your skin, it's more than what you're doing already right now.
Yeah.
And it's good for you, man. hopefully what you'll realize is that diet plays a lot into it too, and you'll be changing your diet for it, and that's a good thing. You should want your body to be a well-oiled machine. So that's all I got. Greg, do you have anything?
Nope, I think we covered it pretty well.
Boom, we covered everything. Guys, thanks for joining us on That's Life. I hope you learned something about style. I know I did for today, for sure. I'm going to go home and get dressed in the mirror.
Yeah, try on all your clothes.
I'm gonna try on all my clothes, see what actually fits me, see what doesn't. I'm not good at that too. And hopefully you pick up on like go online, find a moisturizer, find a daily face wash that's good for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Greg, any last words? Good?
Nope, have a great day.
Have a great day, y'all. Peace.